The 2019 Chandrayaan-2 mission had failed in its lunar phase when its lander Vikram crashed into the surface of the moon minutes before the touchdown, following anomalies in the braking system in the lander while attempting a landing. But friends, Chandrayaan-3 landed successfully on the south pole of the moon, and the entire process starting from the launch until the landing was very smooth with the exact calculations by the ISRO scientists, where we can clearly see the right efforts of India in this space mission. The Vikram lander made the soft landing at 6:04 p.m. Indian Standard Time, ending the disappointment over the crash landing of the Chandrayaan-2 lander 4 years ago. With the mission's success, India has become the first country to land a spacecraft in uncharted territory near the lunar South Pole. In fact, India is only the fourth country in history to complete a soft landing on the moon after the United States, the Soviet Union, and China. Shortly after the Vikram lander landed and its health was assessed by the space agency, the dust settled on the lunar surface and the Pragyan rover rolled out of the lander. With this, the Chandrayaan-3 mission's 14 days of science observations has begun. ISRO Chief S. Sonath added that ISRO will be working on a robotic path planning exercise that could aid future exploration of the moon. The entire mission operations of Chandrayaan-3, right from the launch till landing, happened flawlessly as per the timeline. The team that led India's third mission to the moon said on Wednesday they credited the combined effort of the entire team during the past 4 years for the success of the Chandrayaan-3 mission. "It's a great moment of happiness," Project Director of Chandrayaan-3, P. Vikram rover said, addressing the Chandrayaan-3 team at the Mission Operations Complex. He said India has become the fourth country to demonstrate soft landing on the moon's surface and the first country to arrive at the South Pole region of the moon, thanking the navigation guidance and control team, propulsion team, sensors team, and all the mainframe subsystems teams who have brought success to the mission. Vikram rover also expressed his gratitude to the Critical Operations Review Committee for thoroughly reviewing the mission operations right from launch till date. "The target was on spot because of the review process," he said, as he acknowledged the contribution of Chandrayaan-3 project executives working across various ISRO centers. With the successful landing of the lander module of ISRO's third lunar mission, Chandrayaan-3, India has reached the moon. Friends, in this video, we are going to share the details with you which are historic moments for India for space exploration and how the world is moving ahead with these achievements with India. To get such information regularly, hit that subscribe button. Let's move ahead and tell you all the details about it. India has become the first country to land near the moon's south pole. The lander module of the Indian Space Research Organization's third lunar mission, Chandrayaan-3, launched on July 14, made a successfully landing on the moon's surface on August 23, making India only the fourth country after the erstwhile USSR, the US, and China to make a soft landing on the lunar surface. Congratulating the team of scientists at ISRO, PM Modi said, "India's successful moon mission is not India's alone. Our approach of one Earth, one family, one future is resonating across the globe. Moon mission is based on the same human-centric approach. So, this success belongs to all of humanity." Friends, precisely at 6:03 p.m. the lander touched the lunar surface, and there were euphoric celebrations at the Mission Operations Complex and ISRO Telemetry, Tracking, and Command Network, Bengaluru. Following this, the lander successfully deployed the rover, which will carry out in situ chemical analysis of the lunar surface during the course of its mobility. The lander and the rover, with a mission life of 1 lunar day or 14 Earth days, have scientific payloads to carry out experiments on the lunar surface. PM Modi congratulated Indians and space scientists for the achievement. "India will remember this date forever," PM Modi said. The real test of the mission began at the last leg of the landing. Prior to 20 minutes before landing, ISRO initiated Automatic Landing Sequence, which is ALS. It enabled Vikram lander module to take charge and use its onboard computers and logic to identify a favorable spot and make a soft landing on the lunar surface. Experts say that the final 15 to 20 minutes were highly crucial for the success of the mission. When Chandrayaan-3's Vikram lander descended down to its soft landing, Indians throughout the country and across the world are praying for Chandrayaan-3's successful landing. Given the history of India's second lunar mission, which failed during the last 20 minutes before landing, ISRO was extra cautious this time in the process. Due to high risk to the spacecraft minutes before moon landing, the duration is dubbed by many as 20 or 17 minutes of terror. During this phase, the whole process became autonomous, where Vikram lander ignited its own engines at the right times and altitudes. In a briefing in the presence of other leaders from BRICS countries, PM Modi thanked South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa for his congratulatory message on Chandrayaan's successful landing, and said that it was a matter of pride. With Vikram, the lander module of Chandrayaan-3, successfully landing on the surface of the moon on Wednesday, the focus has now moved to the rover in its belly bracket. The officials at the Mission Operations Complex, or known as ANDOX, at ISRO Telemetry, Tracking, and Command Network ready to roll out the rover, which will carry out in situ chemical analysis of the lunar surface during the course of its mobility. Chandrayaan-3 successfully landed on the moon's surface, making India the first to land near the moon's south pole. India has added a golden chapter in the history of space exploration with the landing of Vikram lander on the south pole of the moon. The rover module will now embark on its 14-day assignment to carry out the tasks mandated by the ISRO scientists. Its duties include experiments to further understand the lunar surface. According to ISRO, lander and the rover have 5 scientific payloads which have been placed inside the lander module. Rover's alpha particle X-ray spectrometer will be used to derive the chemical composition and infer mineralogical composition to further enhance the understanding of the lunar surface. Laser-induced breakdown spectroscopy will determine the elemental composition of the lunar soil and rocks around the moon's landing site. The deployment of rover to carry out in situ scientific experiments would scale new heights in lunar expeditions, ISRO said. Russia's Roscosmos space agency on Wednesday congratulated India for successfully landing a spacecraft on the moon's south pole, days after Moscow's own mission crashed. Roscosmos congratulates Indian colleagues on the successful landing of the Chandrayaan-3, Roscosmos said in a statement. Exploration of the moon is important for the whole of humanity. In the future, it may become a platform for the deeper mastering of space. As Chandrayaan-3 achieved a soft landing on the south pole of the moon, making India the first country to reach that particular area. Former ISRO chief Ch-3 Rover on Wednesday said that it is sweet news, for which they have been waiting for the last 4 years. We are really excited to see this grand success. For this, we have been waiting for the last 4 years. This success is sweet news for us and for the entire nation, Ch-3 Rover mentioned. Savam was the chief of the Indian Space Research Organization at the time of the Chandrayaan-2 mission, launched in 2019. Responding to Chandrayaan-3's success, Savan said that the central government is also with us, and they also will be happy to see this happy moment on the world, closely watching this mission. Chandrayaan-3's science data is not only for India, it is for the global scientists. The scientists will use this data globally to discover new things from it, he added. What is the next step for ISRO after the Chandrayaan-3 mission's success? A mission to study the sun and launching a climate observation satellite, a test vehicle as part of Gaganyaan human space flight program, and an Indo-US synthetic aperture radar. ISRO has a packed schedule following the highly anticipated landing of Chandrayaan-3 lander. In addition, X-ray polarimeter satellite, the country's first dedicated polarimetry mission to study various dynamics of bright astronomical X-ray sources in extreme conditions. It's also ready for launch, an ISRO official said on Tuesday. Aditya L1, the first space-based Indian observatory to study the sun, is getting ready for the launch, most likely in September first week. According to ISRO Chairman Somanath S., the space agency has also lined up the launch of a climate observation satellite in Sat-3 DS. The launch of a test vehicle mission for the validation of the crew escape system for Gaganyaan, the country's maiden human space flight mission, is also expected soon. Friends, what are your thoughts about ISRO's back-to-back tight schedule for space exploration and biggest achievement in the history of space exploration? Do tell us by commenting below. If you liked the video, then like and share with your friends and relatives. And subscribe to our channel to get more educational content like this. See you in the next video. Until then, thank you for watching until the end.